Hello, my name is Shay. I am Miss Bailey's son, and I'm going to be going over some researching internship advice with you all today. Um, Step one, I think one of the most important things to start off with is how to utilize LinkedIn. Basically, LinkedIn is a professional networking platform where people can create profiles to showcase their work experience, their skills, their professional accomplishments. It allows users to connect with others in their industry and discover job opportunities and share content related to their professional interests. Um, it's very simple to create a LinkedIn. All you really have to do to make a LinkedIn profile is to go to the website and sign up using your email address and your phone number. And then you follow any necessary prompts to fill in the details about your education, your work experience, and your skills. And your LinkedIn should not be like your resume. It should be a lot more detailed and creative, and you could customize your profile by adding a professional photo or writing an entire summary or reflection about your professional background and your experiences. And you could also personally connect with colleagues in specific industry contacts to build your network. It's basically like an Instagram, but for professional purposes primarily. Um, Now, a good way to find internships that align with your personal interests and goals is through you could do LinkedIn, you could do Handshake, um, and you could do other general Google searches to find specific areas of interest. If you're in computer science, you may be interested in Apple or Google. If you're interested in politics and government, you may be interested in Capitol Hill or the White House. And also, like I said, LinkedIn, Handshake, they provide a lot of different opportunities and they email you all the time. They also have you submit specific information about yourself that will help them align you to the specific opportunities based on your background and based on your educational experience. So, Handshake, LinkedIn, great resources to find specific internships. Another important aspect of researching internships is your network. Your family um, oftentimes could be a vital resource, especially if you have a big family. That distant aunt or uncle or cousin, they may work in a specific industry of interest, somewhere you may want to work. Even a distant cousin, they may know somebody who knows somebody in that particular field that you really want to work in. And so I think the most important thing throughout this entire journey is to really resource your family or utilize any resources and people that you're friends with, because they oftentimes will be the deciding factor in whether or not you get an internship. You could do all of the work, you could do everything necessary, you could meet all of the requirements, but ultimately it is your resources and your network who get you to the places to where you want to be. I've personally witnessed this firsthand. Last year, I was trying to get in contact with a Columbia professor to do research, and I noticed that he was working on the same initiative, this multi-billion-dollar initiative in New York for an airport. And I knew that my cousin was also working as a contract lawyer for that same initiative, and so I reached out to my aunt and I asked if she could connect me with this man. And it turns out he's the CEO for the multi-billion-dollar company. So little things like that. It was a quick text message to my distant cousin that I barely texted throughout my entire life, but it happened. She happened to get me in contact with this guy, and he's like a mentor to me now. And it's crazy how those types of things work out. So that's networking. It's very important. Um, Now, where do you start when you're researching for a company that you're interviewing for? Like, where do you go to research the company? Well, first of all, it's extremely important to know the company and its goals and what they do and what they stand for. And really, you could find that on the company's website just by exploring what they do, exploring the services they provide, um, exploring their mission statements and their goals for the company, what they really stand for. Like these are essential things about a company that you should know if you're researching an internship, because there's nothing more valuable than an intern who already knows what the company does and how it operates. A lot of companies do not want to have to train their interns on basic foundations of the company. So really just doing your homework on the company and really exploring their website and exploring what they offer is very essential. Um, Now, what exactly are you looking for when researching companies? Again, um, looking at just the things that they stand for um, and the initiatives or things that they've done in the past. Um, even researching specific people on LinkedIn that are affiliated with that company is extremely important. If you're applying to an internship and you happen to have a point of contact or happen to have emailed somebody from that company, and they happen to recognize your name, that could be a very important way of getting into that program or getting into that internship. Um, kind of individualizing internships and really pinpointing specific people that you want to contact within that industry is a really good way for you to open the door and get your foot into that, into that place. So I would definitely recommend, knowing what they stand for, what they do, but also reaching out to individuals to get yourself a little bit closer to that space.